What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Took a couple weeks off from the mock drafts for the New York Jets. I figured, the mock drafts were getting maybe just a touch stale. How many players can you really draft in the first round over and over and over again before you need some kind of fresh perspective? But yeah, today we're gonna come at it and we're gonna really take in account the news that we've heard over the last couple days with the Aaron Rodgers more than likely not returning and all that good stuff. So, now that really puts quarterback at the top of the list in a draft class that's really not quarterback friendly, to be quite honest with you. It'll be interesting to see how this falls out. Same thing with free agency, same thing with trading. What are we really looking for here? Are we going to end up with a Kirk Cousins? Are we going to trade some day two capital for a 37-year-old Matthew Stafford for a year? What are we going to do? It's a question that absolutely has to be answered. I think what the New York Jets should do is, to be quite honest with you, 2025 should be a punt year for them. They should have Tyrod Taylor or Jordan Travis if he is fully healthy. Maybe both. Just play the season and gear up towards 2026. Get this roster ready for a quarterback, because the 2026 draft class for quarterbacks is way better than 2025. Now, I do apologize if I do sound weird in this. I did get a couple wisdom teeth taken out today, so I am in quite a bit of pain, but I did want to get a video out to you guys. Also, hence why I don't have any visuals. I don't have the camera on because I just look an absolute mess. But I might be stuttering and slurring my words a little bit. I'm not drunk. I just had a couple teeth taken out. But we're going to start this draft now. We're going to wait to number 7. So now there's 3 trades available. I'm going to fully look at this board, and I'm going to take a look and see what trades are available, because I honestly think there is someone that I have way down the board that I think could really be a possibility that not a lot of people are talking about here for the New York Jets. But if we look at this, the top 6 here, you got Cam Ward, Shadur Sanders, Ted McMillan, Travis Hunter, Mason Graham, and Abdul Carter. So what that really tells me is there are a couple players here at number 7 I would be interested in taking. Will Johnson, Malachi Starks, guys like that. But Will Johnson would probably be more realistic for me than Malachi Starks, just because I don't know if I'm going to be willing to take a safety at number 7. So we're going to look at the trade options here and see what we can come up with. All right, so this is the trade that we came up with. The Indianapolis Colts were the team that were willing to move up to number 7. We gave them number 7 and number 186. We are getting at number 14, number 80, 152, and 234. And we're also getting a second round pick in 2022. Now, I know it's a lot of picks. I probably could have gotten the number 45 overall pick from the Indianapolis Colts and then maybe a later round pick as well. But this is going to allow us to move up and down the board throughout the entire draft. So that's what I'm really looking for here. I'm really looking towards building this roster towards the future in this draft. So let's see what we can get at number 14. Yeah, this is exactly what I was looking for here at number 14 here. There's Tyler Warren on the board. This is someone that I think that if Brock Bowers did not exist or was a little bit of a lesser prospect, we would talk about Tyler Warren as potentially one of the greatest tight end prospects of all time. I know that's lofty expectations, and we're going to be hearing that a lot year in and year out because of just how good Brock Bowers has been since day one. He's already on a Hall of Fame pace. But to me, Tyler Warren is someone that maybe lacks a touch of athleticism, to where Brock Bowers was more of like a slot receiver more than just a traditional inline tight end. But Warren is a good blocker in his own right as well. He possesses a bigger frame, and he has so much athleticism for his size. I think this is a cornerstone that you build around. A lot of people are going to sit here and go, well, who's going to throw him the football? But, with Davante Adams probably following Aaron Rodgers out the door, Alan Lazard most likely getting cut, that leaves you with G5 and really nobody else. So Tyler Warren is someone that I'm confident in building around. That's who I'm going to pick here at number 14. All right, so we're going to make this trade here at number 42. A couple guys came off the board that I was very interested in, Kenneth Grant being one of them. I tried to trade up. I was not able to. I believe the Rams took him. I was not able to. That was the guy that I really had my eye on there at the back end of the first round that I was going to trade back up for. But I'm going to make this slight trade down here. We're going to get 49 and 117 this year, and then a 6th round pick next year. Again, I'm looking for multiple players in the 2nd round here. I'm looking to move up, and this is just certainly more ammunition to get us there. And not only that, I wasn't totally a fan of the players that were on the board at number 42, so we're going to move back 7 spots and see what we can come up with. Sitting at number 49, there are a couple players on the board that I like quite a bit here. Savion Williams is a player that I like, but we did take a tight end in the first round, and we have Aaron Glenn now, Steve Wilkes. These are obviously defensive minded guys. I'm thinking that the next couple of picks are probably going to be on the defensive side. That being said, Cameron Williams is still on the board here at number 49. If you guys have been fans of the channel recently or have seen my other Jets mock drafts, you know that this is someone that's pretty much a mainstay on my draft board. I do like Cameron Williams quite a bit. I do think that he is the best natural right tackle in the entire draft class. He just needs development. He was going up against cream of the crop SEC competition every single week. Some weeks he fared great, some weeks he didn't, but that's the thing. He's got 6'5", 335 pounds, an unreal athletic profile. This is someone that I'm more than comfortable drafting here at number 49, and that's exactly what we're going to do. But we're going to be back quite soon, trust me. All right, what we did here is we moved up from number 80 overall. We moved up with the Carolina Panthers. I wish it still showed the trade, but I do remember it. So we got number 58 overall in the second round here, and what we gave up was number 80, number 108, which was our original fourth round pick, and we also gave up 158, which was the Pittsburgh Steelers pick from the Mike Williams trade. So honestly, giving up a fourth and a sixth rounder along with a third rounder to move up 22 spots to get another premium player is something that I'm very interested in. So we take a look at our picks here. We have Tyler Warren, we have Cam Williams. We're going to go to the defensive line here. And I'm a huge, I wasn't taking into account that Derek Harmon was still going to be on the board here, but I love my man Darius Alexander here at number 58. This man is an absolute monster. I said it last week as well. Shout out to Dom C if you know him on Twitter. He's been on Darius Alexander's case since way before the NFL draft cycle even started. He's a huge fan of this guy. He's a monster in his own right. 6'2". Okay, I'm glad I looked. 6'4", 310 pounds. I do believe at the Senior Bowl it was around 6'3", 305, around that. But a super athletic 305-pound defensive lineman that was even asked to play in coverage at Toledo. He's also someone that has more than enough athleticism to slide out and play edge rusher as well. So that kind of alleviates some of the tension on the rotation that the Jets like to play with the edge rushers as well. This is just an athletic freak of a player. And I think that he would be fantastic for the New York Jets next to Quinnen Williams, another huge area of improvement needed on the Jets roster. So we're going to take Darius Alexander. A lot of trading inside those top three picks, but I think moving up and down the board was certainly necessary. At number 92 here, there are some, wonderful players on the board here at number 92. Very tough to pass up. I don't think Harold Fannin Jr. gets to this point. I think that's a tad unrealistic. Same thing with Deone Walker. Mason Taylor might still be here. I really have my eyes on three guys here. Despite what people say about Jalen Milroe, I think with development at the next level, he could be a very, very good quarterback. More of a watered-down version of Lamar Jackson. I love Andrew Bakuba here as well, but there's a player that's on the board that maybe a lot of you don't necessarily know about here that I'm going to take, and that's going to be Nohl Williams here, cornerback out of California. A really nice man coverage grade last year. I believe he had 10 pass deflections, 3 interceptions. He's 6'1", 200 pounds, a good man-to-man coverage guy. That's exactly what I think Aaron Glenn is going to be looking for in the draft here, with Sauce Gardner, obviously, with Michael Carter under contract. Brandon Echols is a free agent. DJ Reed is a free agent. Brandon Echols might, most likely, hopefully, will be coming back. I don't think DJ Reed will be coming back. Quantez Stiggers didn't really get a chance to develop at all. I don't really know how confident I'd be with him as my opposite boundary corner along with Sauce Gardner. So Nohl Williams has the size. He has the man coverage ability. I think this would be a steal of a pick here at number 92 for the New York Jets. All right, sitting here at 117, I personally don't believe that it's going to happen, just the way that quarterbacks get overdrafted. But Jackson Dart is still sitting here. To be fully transparent with you guys, Will Howard is still sitting here, and Riley Leonard. I do think Jackson Dart and Will Howard are both better than Riley Leonard. I think we could all kind of agree on that. And Jonas Sanker sitting here as well is a tough one for me to pass up. But Jackson Dart still sitting here at 117. I do think he has the highest upside out of the three of those guys. I like Will Howard. I think he makes some really nice tight window throws when he's asked to. And he's 6'5", 242 pounds, and that is a fantastic size, fantastic frame for a quarterback. But I think from what I'm hearing from outside reports, the Jets are quite enamored with Jackson Dart. This is someone where I feel like a lot of people think he's either a fourth round pick or he's a top 10 pick. And same thing with Jets Nation as well. A lot of people are like, take Jackson Dart in the first round. And some are like, if he's there later on, take him. So he's certainly here later on. It is a need. I'm going to take him here at number 117. All right, taking a look at the players that we have chosen so far here. Let's just do a quick recap here. We traded back in the first round. We got Tyler Warren. We traded back in the second round. We got Cameron Williams. We traded one of our third rounders to move back into the second round to get Darius Alexander. Nohl Williams is our pick in the third, Jackson Dart in the fourth, and I'm not going to overthink this one here. I am looking at Billy Bowman sitting here. This is someone that I was considering taking here in the third round. Didn't think of it when I saw Jackson Dart. But if Billy Bowman is still sitting here in the fifth round, this is a player that I think is one of those few guys in the class that kind of represents what Aaron Glenn wants to bring to the table in terms of physicality, in terms of swagger, in terms of great safety play. He's a big play waiting to happen. He reminds me of a Brian Branch. He reminds me of a Kirby Joseph, a guy that's just going to be insanely productive in the secondary. 5'11", 200 pounds, has more than enough size to come up and play in the box if asked. And like I said, he's a big play waiting to happen. He has 3 pick sixes in his collegiate career. He does take some risks. I do get it, and that's the big thing with him, hence why he's ranked number 140th and not a little bit higher like I think he should be. He's a little bit of an all-or-nothing guy, but to be honest with you, with his talent and his playmaking ability, that's exactly what I'm looking for the back end of this defense. So Billy Bowman's going to be my pick here. Bully Bowman is going to be my pick at number 145. All right, sitting here at 152, this was one of the other picks that we got from the Indianapolis Colts trade back in the first round. And I see Antwane Juice Wells sitting here at number 152, and I think this is going to be the pick for me. I did make this in my last mock draft as well, but I'm in love with Antwane Wells Jr.'s size and just physicality at the line of scrimmage. 6'2", 205 pounds. He's a little bit of an older prospect. He's going to be 24 by the time the NFL season rolls around, but slim pickings at this point. I shouldn't say slim pickings. There are quite a few talented wide receivers here, but what I'm looking for the Jets is another boundary wide receiver. You assume that Malachi Corley is probably going to start in the slot. Hopefully Xavier Gipson gets shot to the sun. Then you have G5 on the outside, and you have Juice Wells on the outside. It's not fantastic, but I think it's a really good start there. And I think Antwane Wells is a fantastic player. I think he got overshadowed by Trey Harris a little bit at Ole Miss this year. He's a fantastic player and a fantastic wide receiver on the boundary in his own right. And I'm going to take him here at number 152. All right, at 207, I have landed on Aubrey Burks here. This is a player that, if you go back to my safety rankings before the college football season started, someone that I was quite fond of. I think I had him as my 11th or 10th ranked safety in the class before the season started. Someone that can play downhill, 6 foot, 195 pounds, has good size. He's going to be your box safety. He's not someone that completely lights it up in coverage. He's someone that plays downhill very hard, is a good tackler, is a smart player with his technique and his block shedding skills. And if he's here at 207, I know potentially doubling down on 2 all or nothing type of safeties is troublesome, but I think with the way that Aaron Glenn has coached some of that all or nothing out of Kirby Joseph, out of Melon Fonwu, out of Brian Branch as well, I think he could do the same with Billy Bowman and Aubrey Burks, and 2 later round guys as well. So I'm going to take Aubrey Burks here at number 207. All right, at number 234 here, the last pick that we got from the Indianapolis Colts trade down. We're going to take Ryan Fitzgerald here. The Jets desperately need a kicker. They need to get Greg the Leg the hell out of New Jersey. That man should never see the field again for the New York Jets unless he's a visiting player. Ryan Fitzgerald is the best kicker in the class. I guess I haven't done any research, to be honest with you, on any other kicker other than Ryan Fitzgerald or Andre Borregales. So we're going to take Ryan Fitzgerald here at number 234 to round out the draft. All right, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There is the mock draft that we just completed here. Tyler Warren in the first round, Cameron Williams in the second, Darius Alexander in the second as well, Nohl Williams in the third, Jackson Dart in the fourth, Billy Bowman in the fifth, Antwane Wells in the fifth as well, Aubrey Burks in the sixth, and in the seventh round, we took Ryan Fitzgerald. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Let me know what you think about the Aaron Rodgers situation. Again, I'm very curious to see what people think, because Jets Twitter is the most divided place on earth right now. You have so many people saying they want Aaron Rodgers. You have so many people saying they don't want Aaron Rodgers, and this is a good thing for the Jets long term. So you let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope I see you in the next one.